Have you ever cried at a concert, felt completely seen by a lyric, or a movie, or a 3-minute acceptance speech? Or have you found comfort in someone that you've never really met? Someone who lives on stages, on screens, and in your phone? It might sound strange, I know, it does, but maybe that comfort is something we used to get somewhere else, from something else, if you know what I mean. We use it to get away from something towards something else. And this isn't a video tearing anything or anyone down. It's a video about what we're building in this place, because in a world where religion isn't always the centerpiece of life like it once was, and is also kind of hated in some points and by some people, we did not stop worshipping. We just changed the altars. Today we're asking a big question. Are celebrity obsessions our new form of religion? And what does that say about us? It is crazy, I know, but I've been thinking about this and I thought it was a cool concept. So yeah. Across the world, especially in the West cultures, traditional religious affiliations has been steadily declining. Fewer people go to church or temple or mosque. Fewer young people identify with any one belief system. And while that might sound like a loss to some, it also reveals something deeper, because we haven't stopped searching for meaning, not at all. We're still hungry for stories, for rituals, for a sense of belonging in some sort of community. That spiritual longing didn't disappear, it just kind of shapeshifted. And into that gap entered a celebrity. They're the modern day icons. Celebrities aren't just famous people anymore, they're symbols, stories. Sometimes they're even saviors for some people. When people say things like, "She saved my life," or "I don't know what I'd do or be without them," it's more than fandom, in my opinion. It's deep devotion. Pop stars and actors become archetypes. Think about it. The saint-like purity of someone like, I don't know, Emma Stone? Emma Watson? I don't know. The misunderstood martyr vibes of artists like Billie Eilish or Lana Del Rey? Or the chaotic trickster energy of some famous personalities. We give them roles, we project values, we tell ourselves stories about who they are and in turn who we are when we love them. It's not shallow, do not worry, but it's myth making. Let's talk about fandom, okay? Let's talk about fandom, because that's just a whole other conversation. Because if you really look at it, being a fan in 2025 can look a lot like being part of a belief system. There are sacred texts, interviews, tweets, lyrics. There are rituals, streaming parties, album drops, dress codes for concerts. There are relics, posters, signed vinyls, wristbands from some show, friendship bracelets from some show, merchandise, confetti from a show. And of course there are communities. There always has to be some sort of a community. Some are uplifting and kind and understanding and welcoming. Some are intense, and I don't wanna blame anyone or anything. But some fans of, like, for example, I don't know, Taylor Swift, are pretty intense. Some are really intense and pretty crazy. No hate. But those communities all give people a sense of identity, a feeling of, these are my people, they understand me, we believe in the same thing. Which sounds familiar, doesn't it? It sounds familiar to religion. And here's where things get personal a little bit. Because the thing that separates celebrity culture from traditional spirituality is the illusion of intimacy. So with social media, we don't just watch celebrities, we can follow them, we can DM them, we can text them, we can comment, we sometimes get replies. It feels like we know them when we don't at all. And when someone makes you feel seen, like this, even from behind the screen, that doesn't matter, that connection can feel sacred. In certain cases, life-saving even. But it's not a two-way street. And sometimes that disconnect can be heartbreaking. They don't know us at all. Still, that doesn't make the feelings entirely fake or false. But like, they make them extremely complicated. In religious traditions, there's often a cycle of fall and redemption, and we see that with celebrities as well. One wrong move and someone can go from idol to outcast overnight. And cancel culture, the backlash is swift. The forgiveness, sometimes if they apologize, if they change, if the story shifts. Yeah, we've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. A cancellation, backlash, comeback. In a way, it mirrors ancient stories of judgment, exile, and rebirth. But I don't want to compare, because what we want from our icons isn't perfection, it's transcendence, it's understanding. We want to believe that people can grow and change, and they can fall and rise again. And when we see that, we believe that we can too rise and fall again. Then that is normal, that is part of life. It's like an inspiration. This video isn't anti-celebrity or anti-fans or anti-religion. It's really about something deeper, which is our desire to believe in something, whatever it is. But maybe the answer isn't to stop loving artists or admiring actors. Like, it is fun being a fan. Maybe it's to notice and change the route when admiration becomes worship. To notice what we're chasing there and to ask if we could give that love, that belief, that grace, that kindness, that feeling of admiration towards something else, something maybe more meaningful to ourselves, to our loved ones, into our hobbies, into our friendships, whoever you choose and whatever you choose. Not just through this parasocial connection, if that makes sense. But also, let's not ignore the money. No, because behind every moment of devotion, from merch, from live streams, from some exclusive drops, there's often a marketing team cashing in. Because fan culture is $1 billion industry. And sometimes what feels like personal connection is just really, really good branding. But that doesn't make the emotions fake, no. But it does complicate the power dynamics. When worship becomes a product, who really benefits of that? And who's paying the price? Are we consuming the meaning, or is the meaning consuming us? Let's flip the script, let's flip the mirror, because what we're really obsessed with in celebrities isn't them, I think personally, okay? It's what they reflect in us. Maybe it's their freedom, maybe it's their beauty, maybe it's their survival stories, their transformation arcs, their humor, their style, their partners, their lifestyles. What if the real spiritual journey is to stop outsourcing their power, so realize that the stories that we crave, the archetypes that we project, can be part of our lives too, can be implemented into our lives and into ourselves. You don't need $1 billion mansion to be worth believing in, You don't need 10 million followers to be trusted in your own right. You can be a role model for yourself and people around you in many, many different ways, sometimes even better and more meaningful than those celebrities that you look up to. That is all for me today. At the end of the day, we all want something to believe in, so I'm not putting anyone down or anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can check out my channel for further videos or check out my podcast on Spotify called Whatever Happens. I hope you'll come back and I'll see you in the next video maybe. Okay, bye!